Hi everyone, and welcome to Tech 182 Introduction to Science Fiction. My name is Kelly Candelaria, and I'm going to be your instructor this semester. I wanted to just say welcome. I'm really glad you've enrolled in the class, and I've put together an interesting schedule. I'm hoping that you're going to like it. We're going to be watching movies, reading articles, and reading books that are all pretty current or cult favorites. We're going to be watching the Terminator series. We're going to be doing some dystopian work with The Partials and Divergent, and then some standards like The Diamond Age, and just some really great books and materials. So I'm really excited about the class, and I set up this website for you so that you can work with the website and utilize the materials. This is the thing that I think it will be the most helpful to you. All of the information regarding the class is on this website, and so really the first couple of days of the course, you're going to want to start looking at the website, looking over the materials, reading over what the expectations are of the class, and getting familiar with the course. On that note, excuse me, that's my phone, sorry. On that note, I want to talk a little bit about some of the pitfalls that happened last semester when I taught this class. There was some really great response to this class, and then there was some not great response to this class. And I'm pretty transparent, and I like to be honest. So let me tell you some of the things that didn't work really well. It didn't work well if people didn't read the material early in the week. So how I've set up the class is that blogs are due on Tuesday, which means you've needed to either read the material or watch the material or work with the material prior to Tuesday. And then the micro theme paper, which is a response to the material, is done on Sundays. So Tuesday, the blogs are supposed to start you thinking about the material, and then by Sunday you're supposed to have a one-page paper, which really means you need to be looking at the materials early in the week. So you can't wait until the end of the week to start thinking about this class. You really need to be probably working ahead of time and looking at the materials a week early or early in the week, maybe the weekend before, watching the next movie or reading the books in advance. And so you really need to keep on top of the material. The website is very self-explanatory. It's not confusing, but you have to use it. So it means you need to go into the tab and look at the daily work, the weekly work, and see what's there. And I will be putting videos up on a weekly basis and other information so that you know where we're going. You should also look at the calendar, and I've printed a copy, but there's a calendar on the website that will tell you what we're doing each week so that you can know what materials are due. This class is easy to get an A in if you do the work. If you don't do the work and you don't turn in the blogs and you don't do the writing, you're going to struggle. And this isn't a class that you can make it up later on because I don't take late work. So that means you're going to have to be completing a one-page paper every week on the material. So I just want to let you know right up front how much work this is and make you aware of it. However, if you like to do this kind of thing, it's going to be great. And you get to kind of move at your own pace as far as you don't have to come to class, so you can kind of read it when you want to. The schedule is there ahead so that if you wanted to start doing the reading ahead of time, you could. I've tried to stagger the reading, so a half of book, and then in between that I usually put a movie or a short article so that it's not quite as heavy. But this is a literature class, basically, so there's a lot of reading, and you should expect that up front. I have office hours. I work on campus, so it's not like I'm not here. I have office hours Monday and Wednesday from 3 to 4:30, and I also have office hours on Friday from 3 to 4. You're welcome to drop in to any of those times. I'm going to be around a lot on Tuesdays also, so if those times don't work, you could email me and set up a time. But you need to contact me ahead of the problem, right? So contacting me after you haven't submitted something doesn't really work. You need to contact me prior if there's a problem. So basically that's it. Again, I love this class. I think it's going to be really fun. The material's great. I probably encourage you to either get Netflix or see if your friends have some of these movies. Maybe watch them in groups. I have them all, so if somebody wanted to borrow one, that would be okay too. And I did do showings last semester, but not very many people showed up. So if I get a response and people want to do showings, I'm open to set up showings of the movies. I have them all. Okay, you guys, I'm looking forward to the semester. You please look over everything right away. I don't want to have the same thing happen that last semester where all of a sudden people were in like week 6 and they're like, I didn't know these things were due. And I'm like, I'm really sorry. You need to stick with the schedule. So remember, Tuesday blog postings are due. We'll have one this week for Terminator, the movie. And then Microtheme, which is a one-page response in MLA format to the material that we're reading, and the prompt is always the same. What kind of issues do you see with technology and society within the material, whether it be a book, a movie, or an article? So we're talking about the tie-in between technology in the material and technology that we see in our world today. So interesting topics can be how these things have changed, what we're watching in older movies or older books and how that's different from today's work. Ethical considerations are also interesting. A lot of the science fiction deals with this concept of ethics, right? What are we going to do with genetic modification? What are we going to do with cyborgs or hybrid machines and AI, right? So we want to be thinking about these interesting topics. So the blogs are due on Tuesdays. The microthemes are due on Sundays. The blog is a short, paragraph about the material. The microtheme is a one-page essay in MLA format due on Sundays. And then there's 2 major essays within the class. There's a midterm that is due on October 18th, and then there's a final that's due on December 18th, which is the last day of class. I will be back with you maybe midweek to give you more information, but you should get started on this right away. And I wish you the best of luck, and I really hope that you'll come by and see me. Again, Siskiyou 124 is my office. The office hours are on the contact tab on the website, and really, if you have any questions, feel free to email me, which is the best way to get me, at kcandelaria@csuchico.edu. Okay, guys, great semester. I'm hoping for a really fun one. Have a great first week.